Hello, you guys. Welcome. That was me. I'm outside your house. I'm outside your house. Come out and play. Come out and play. No, but for real, I'm gonna tap in. We're gonna complete this reading. We only have 3 more signs to do. I am actually committed to getting this done. Once I get started on a segment that is like a full stream of energy that I know runs through all 12 zodiac signs, I be committed to completing it. Just, pretty much exercising that energy out, okay? Um, Also, my apologies. I spoke too quickly. I really had good intentions. But for those of you that I told to follow my TikTok, I was about to say my Timu, but my TikTok, it might as well be Timu. My TikTok channel. You can follow if you want, the shits and giggles, or if you're just into wanting to see more of me or getting to know me as your personal energy reader, okay? But the Tuesday, Thursday thing is scratched. Like, I tried, you guys. But I honestly, my son pays me better for my time than TikTok does. And yeah, I don't know. It's not enough for me to be committed. Like, I can do it when I'm naturally inspired, like how I do readings here for YouTube, or when I really just feel like it's a necessity, okay? Like it's going to benefit me. But to just consistently say I'm going to show up for something, whether I want to or not, whether my life changes or not, and they're literally like paying pennies by the hour, I cannot. Like, I just don't even, yeah. I tried because I didn't know how much it was paying. I was actually referred to go to TikTok. Like, why are you doing it for free? And I'm like, okay, well, it's basically for free. Besides the fact that TikTok can become addicting because they got all these, and I stay away from them, but they got like, there's only one that I use, but it's not like an AI filter. But there's one filter on there that just makes all of the pink and blue hues and purple hues really come out, and I love that one. But other than that, all of those filters over there, ugh, they make you look like somebody totally different. It's like putting on another face, which, I mean, I guess maybe it's fun. I don't know. It was just a bit much for me. So I'm here. You can expect that the nitty gritty of the readings will be here on the YouTube channel, so you are in the right place. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Once I upload the video, there will be timestamps, okay? All of the other signs are already done and uploaded, and there are timestamps for those as well. And then there'll be a description about me and my channel, or anything else you may need to know, in that description box below once I upload the video. So take what resonates and leave what does not, as with everything else in life. Trust your intuition over mine. All praise to the Most High. All right, Spirit, what's the T for Capricorn? What's the T for Capricorn? Dirty money. Dirty money, laundering, stealing, illegal activity. You're cleaning dirty money, or making money clean, or someone could just be cleaning up their life, cleaning up their spending habits, cleaning up the ways that they conduct business or do business, cleaning up their credit score, things of that sort. Hold on. We got Jesus freaks coming in. I'm just going to end the chat because I just feel with all the rain, we can't get rid of the rain because people still drowning in their pain and misery. Currently, it's a lot of that energy out here. But and be careful with that because the cops is looking for you. So this could have something to do with that too. What is it? trying to catch you riding dirty. Okay, so somebody could, Capricorn energy, somebody could be trying to catch you up in something. Okay, I'm also getting like that could be a scenario with work. It's kind of like someone feels like you're sketchy or feels like something sketchy took place. And there could be some kind of investigation as to whether or not you were a part of it, or people are trying to see, or, you know, you may have monitoring spirits trying to see what's going on with you. You know, is everything you're doing, is it on the up and up? But I just feel like you could just be doing what you normally do, minding your business. Somebody could look good and do well for themselves, and so there could just be chatter and talk about what you must do or who does what for you, things of that sort. Okay, that's so crazy. But if you, and that's it, I think it depends on where you live and where you come from. Okay, and what job you have. But people, if you're single and you look well put together, you have a clean home, a clean car, you know, you're doing well for yourself, you look good, smell good. Okay, people think like you automatically must have, you know, a man or a woman in your life, and if you say you don't and they never see one, they're thinking, okay, well, you're doing something. You're doing something. Where I come from. You're doing something. All right, that's your business if you are Capricorn. What I know about Capricorns is they tend to actually get a lot of personal fulfillment from the work that they do. Like, they feel good about putting in the work for the things that they acquire or the things that they have. Even the Capricorns I know that kind of are boastful or like to show off, it's with good reason. Like, you would really be like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? You were really committed. The ones I know have great, what do you call that? I don't even know because I don't have it. I was forced to have it when I had to, but what is it? Has to do with showing up for work, being on time, working overtime. Your bosses can count on you. I don't know. It has something to do with like good, is it business ethic, work ethic? There we go. So that's what I usually know, you know, for Capricorns. But of course, you could take it to the street with the dirty money. You could take it to the street, or it could just exist on all levels, okay? Someone may consider someone who does something that is socially unacceptable for money. They could see that, or even legally unacceptable for money, or it falls somewhere in between the lines. They could see that as lower, you know, low vibrational. But honestly, it depends on how it affects you in your reality. The energy. What energy are you moving in when you do it? What energy are you receiving? And how does that energy work for you? For some, the energy received could be supposed to be used for something, you know, maybe towards you negatively. But if you're able to transmute that energy into something positive, then it could really be a good asset for you. Okay. So let's see here. Some people would consider a tarot reading as like laundering energy, okay? Because energy is a currency. So the energy that comes into you or comes to people's tables, depending on where you are vibrationally, you could have just stubbed your foot and then you hit a low, and so you end up taking a call for someone with a low vibrational energy. You come to the table and you speak on whatever that energy wave was. And in a sense, you have taken something that was meant to be negative. It was even a negative experience for you, but you made money out of it. You took the energy that was coming while you were down in that energy, because if you read energy, you can't stay in those low vibrational spaces. You have to rise up just to even tune in and tap into source to get this information, of course, that will resonate with other people. So, you know, but you make it worth your while. So that energy comes in. It was meant for the negative. You were even having a negative experience, but you're able to transmute it and turn it into something positive. You just laundered that frequency, that currency, that money. So I don't know if this is something like that. It could be energetic or it could be physical, but that's just what I'm getting. All right, we have haunted house. Haunted house. It's in reverse. Feels like you don't have any secrets. Oh, you have nothing to hide. Dirty money. Okay, they can try to catch you all they want to. You're not hiding anything. You don't have anything to hide. Maybe you are sexy. Maybe you do look good. Maybe life is going well for you. Maybe you're getting paid well and people don't know how, or you're, you know, think life is lifing. Okay, you're not in survival mode. You survived and you're living. And so, yeah, okay, there could be chatter and talk, but this is haunted house in reverse. You are not holding on to any secrets, and you could care less about the memories that people have or the fears that people have. They just don't seem to die. Okay, so someone could be reliant on maybe who you used to be. Okay, for example, people who know me currently would say I have no work ethic whatsoever because I just want to do what I want to do. They can't count on me to be here at a certain time every day and show up and blah, blah, blah. These are the people who are never paying you or adding value to your life, but they expect the most out of you and they want you to be on time. They want you to sacrifice your life. Okay, we not Jesus out here. Jesus already died, baby. But this is what I'm getting is that, like, people like that, they would never know my past, where I could be a person with good work ethic, not because I naturally have it or want to, but if the job is fulfilling enough, if it pays enough, if it's worth it, if I need it, then I will do what the fuck I have to do. But a lot of people wouldn't know that. So there's something about you. Maybe it's how you're moving currently, or it could be a period of time in your past and how you were moving, Capricorn, where people were questioning, you know, your money, your status, even followers. For some of you, how did you get so many followers? Why are so many people, you know, paying attention to you? Why are they giving you gifts? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? We did start the live with me, you know, explaining to you guys why, you know, I won't be consistently live on TikTok. So maybe it has something to do with that. Somebody could have a social media profile. You may have a lot of followers. You could have went viral. You may have revenue or something like that. And people are wondering, you know, what are you doing for the subscribers only? What are you doing for the members only? Do you have an OnlyFans? Things like that is what's kind of coming to mind. So there's questions about how you're making your money or how you're spending your time outside of what people can see. Okay. Nosy, that's all it feels like to me. Monitoring spirit is nosy, trying to clock you and lock you up with judgment, you know. So, yeah, it can't touch you, because they're dead inside. The fact that they are overly concerned with your life and what you do, that means that they're not concerned with themselves and what they're doing. Okay, so they're leaving their bodies to stalk you astrally, and I feel like they can't catch you on anything. Look, feeling like a goat right now. Isn't the goat Capricorn? I think Capricorn is the goat. Yeah. It also says your pure heart is worth more than a million filthy ones. So yeah, like I said, they're dead inside. These are people with filthy hearts and filthy minds and filthy lives that are wondering whether or not they can clock you as filthy too. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Capricorn. Let me get one of these cards for Capricorn. What the heck? People be talking about people. They be talking. Ooh, they be talking. I was looking for my lighter for my candle, but light the candle and have a moment of silence for those who have passed on to monitor you. They've let go of their current reality in order to monitor yours. I hope that that's beneficial. If it is, then that's one thing. If not, what are you doing? We have someone is receiving downloads about you, high praises and high thoughts. Okay, so it could be that somebody is monitoring you, and what they have found is nothing but good news. High praises, high thoughts. This is someone having very good thoughts of you. This could even be someone who's getting paid to monitor you. If it's energy, now this could be a job. I said that. Okay, if it's at a job, then you may have a supervisor or something like that who, you know, may be getting some kind of incentive to work longer hours or to be on the floor with you, to monitor you, to micromanage you or something like that. That could be something you're going through. If not, this may be like family members, friends, people that know you. And so there is energy that is being invested in people's curiosity of you. So they're trying to break you out of maybe your shell. If you're not telling people what you're doing, if you're not flashy with things. Yeah, you could be walking like a thin line here. That's what I'm looking at. It's like she's in a dark room. Whatever it is that you're doing, it looks like money. It looks like, I don't know, somebody got you feeling good about yourself. You're looking good. It also feels like a very knowledgeable or studious. Do you see that? It's like a whole library behind her in this deck. Drinks, so maybe, you know, good times, or you're going out, happy hours, things like that. And then I feel like you're also keeping a house, okay, like keeping it together. If this is not like your physical body, your area, your house, your home, you know, is well maintained, you're taking care of things. So you may have family members, friends who are circling around or coming around. They, you know, haven't been around in a while, but that's why they're receiving this energy. I don't think all of it is evil eye. Some of it could be, but it could just be nosy, you know, just nosy. But it does feel like whether they're there for good or whether they had bad intentions the whole time, what they're finding is that they can't find anything on you. Whatever they thought was dirty is clean now. Whatever they thought wasn't right, you've adjusted it, or it never existed in the first place. Who's to say? Maybe they'll never know. What they do know, though, is that they should be thinking highly of you, and that likely they're kind of falling into this place where they should have some kind of recognition or gratitude for you. Okay, that could even be at the job, you guys, where, you know, like I said, boss, somebody there wanted to try to cause issues for you, and the boss is finding out like, oh my God, they're like a total asset. Like, you know, they need a promotion. I need to pay them more. They're actually doing more. Yeah, I'm hearing that too. Somebody's job, they have cameras. Most places do now, but someone's been watching you. You may never sit down on the fucking clock, and somebody is like, man, and they catching, oh my goodness, I'm hearing like a whole plot. They're catching supervisors that do sit down on the clock. They're finding people that aren't clocking out and taking breaks, and you doing exactly what you're supposed to, and you're the one that's being monitored, but it's other people that are getting caught for not doing what they tried to put on you. Interesting, interesting. People got work to do. They ain't doing their own work. That's why I said they out of body. They left their bodies to monitor you, and therefore they're getting in trouble and getting clocked for the things that they aren't doing, when they so busy trying to see what you aren't doing, and you're doing it all. They probably feel very small right now. It's probably why we have so much rain. Last 3 days, baby, it's been rain. So that's a spiritual flood. What's going on, Capricorn? Page, I can't make it up. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. That's why it's so easy for me to go live on YouTube when I feel like it. Because I'm genuinely called here, and the cards never miss when I get here. Literally just channel monitoring spirits, people watching you, social media, at your job, using cameras, things like that. And the Pageosaurus comes out. This is the absolute monitoring card. This is the spy card. This is the stalker card. This is your number one fan. Could be obsessed, could be blessed, I don't know. But whoever this person is, it says they are filled with curiosity. They have even more curiosity than they had about you before. This is likely the individual receiving high thoughts about you, having like really good things to say about you. They may see you as witty or chatty, or they're very chatty about you. They see you as witty. They also may feel that you're someone they want to communicate with more. They see your confidence. They feel inspired by you. They feel like you're fair, you're balanced, you're doing what you're supposed to. Okay, that you're even flexible too. You may have like a strong, like I said, something about you is like, it's a little, it's like you keep a lot to yourself. But if you've got a whole library of resources within you, that would be unwise for you to just give all your resources for free or willy-nilly anyway. That's energy. People are making money for their energy. So, I mean, if one thing doesn't work, you can find another thing that will. But, yeah, you do have to be, it's a currency. And so if you're giving it away to people that are not pouring back into you, it's of no value. So I feel like where you need to be open-minded, you are. And where you need to be transparent, you are. And where you need to be more closed off or to yourself or keep things to yourself, you're doing that too. You could also be like someone who's a little introverted by nature. Okay. which someone may not have expected about you is what I'm getting, Cappy. The world, fulfillment, harmony, completion, integration, achievement. Someone is saying you are reaching a sense of wholeness and starting possibly a whole new life or a whole new cycle. For some of you, this is because your job, you are being elevated to a higher position, or you may be receiving recognition that puts you in place or in line or in alignment for, because now you'll see that you're worthy of more, you'll be expecting more, and you are what you want to attract. So you could be attracting the opportunity, okay, for another position, even if it's not like a level up. It could be a level up monetarily, financially. It could even free up space or time for you, which you could use to pour into something else on the side that would bring extra funds into your life. I did hear someone wants money that's off the books. That's your own prerogative. That would be considered dirty money to some, okay? But or you want to be able to put into something that will be a passive income. Maybe you are pursuing social media or something like that. Contracts is what I'm hearing. Okay, maybe someone, you sing, you rap, ghostwriters, things like that. I don't know. But those things, someone is seeing you as someone who could definitely reach those goals. You have the ability to. They may even see some things already being fulfilled for you. The World card has a lot to do with manifesting. This is Capricorn. Okay. You could be surrounded by air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right now, or they're very attracted to you. Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus as well could be very attracted to you and your energy. That's why you're getting attention. You're being noticed. What else? You're being noticed, and people have nothing but good things to say about you. Again, you have 2 pages, 2 court cards, 2 pages, 2 messengers. Okay, there's like, yeah, you got chats going behind the scenes about you. People are talking about you and sending messages to other people about you. It's like bringing news. Like I said, someone could have received some kind of incentive to see what was going on with you, and when they got there, nothing but good news. They're bringing that back, and now other people are interested and they want to explore and they want to see more or hear more or know more. Okay, it's an eye-opener. Something that you're doing is opening eyes and opening up other pathways, new pathways. Ooh, you could be a leader at something. You're very humble if so. You're not even like trying to be a leader. You're not saying, hey guys, I know the way to go, follow me. But something that you're doing is mastery. And the evidence is in your reality, because Capricorns don't play that. They be like, show me the money. Literally, show me the money. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Even if this is not money, again, you bring the energy. You bring the energy. You got the vibes. You got the vibes. That's what the Page of Wands is about. Imaginative, eye-opening, cheerful, energetic, explorative, inspiring, imaginative. Yeah, 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, there is a lot of talk about you, but it doesn't feel like it's like attacking you. It's just curiosity, buzz. 313 on the clock. Yeah, you could be from the D or inner city. Wow, you got the vibes. All right, Cappy, I don't know what you got going on in your life, but it feels like you're starting something new, definitely. For some of you, maybe this has to do with a love offer or someone that you're interested in, someone you could be, newly communicating with, or someone is expecting you to, soon. Some of you have already gotten into a new relationship, but whatever it is, this is like a turnover. Okay, a turnover. 10 of Cups is about living a dream. The World is it manifesting it. Okay, so maybe you've always had a certain vibe, but what you're doing now is actually putting you in a position to live the vibe. Like, it's not just the things that come to mind when people connect with you. It's what they see, what you do. Okay, I don't know, but let's keep going. That was Capricorn. Interesting, Cappy. Who's next? Aquarius. Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for liking the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, Aquarius, what's the tea? I don't know if you have a lot of cross watchers, you may end up having a lot of cross watchers for that Capricorn reading, because it's like that energy doesn't want to leave the table. I'm still getting downloads for Capricorn. Aquarius. Sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece. Okay, Aquarius. Tell me more. What's the tea for Aquarius? You got a new boo or an old boo? Or somebody's thinking about you and they ain't said nothing yet? Two cards came out. We're only taking one, but we have Eerie Graveyard and Fox. Alright, so if you did have a excuse me. If you did have a relationship, I feel like the relationship is actually over. Even if it, like, you guys haven't broken up or separated physically, maybe you're still in contact with each other. The love, the connection is dead, okay? With the Eerie Graveyard. And there could be something a little off or a little weird right now with you and this person. Like, you're just not feeling them. You're not able to quite see them in a light that is attractive to you. So yeah, it would not take much to get your attention, but I'm getting this like not anybody that's getting your attention. The person is a pure fox. Now that could be a male or a female. If it's a male, then I feel like they're very multifaceted. They may have their hands in a lot of different things, like business wise, or they're always busy. They have a very busy life. Like, I'm seeing like a juggler. Okay, so it's kind of masterful what they do or how they're able to do it. Enigma, right? Adaptability is what we're getting with the fox energy. If you're a female, it would be the same thing. You're multifaceted. It could have more to do with your personality too. You could also be very creative. And the enigma, okay, just mysterious, elusive, maybe even a little dangerous because of that, what they don't know about you. And like I would say, you know, we usually say lone wolf, but a lone fox, okay, that's like in the wolf family, but something about you is softer or not quite as primal, or you know, you're not in survival. It's like you have adapted. That's, yeah, adaptability. You've adapted to your reality, the world you live in, things like that. Okay, but why is this hidden? It feels like you would want to blast this from the rooftops, or you would definitely want to talk about it. But this could just be talk at the same time. Just because you've left someone behind doesn't mean that you have someone new, but I'm getting there's definitely someone that feels like you must have to, okay? Yeah, that shadow, your ego is a motherfucker. It must be like an ego that is he's putting a smile on your face. That's something that's going on here. And I don't know if the person from the past, the reason they're in this eerie graveyard is because this person made you feel like you wanted to jump into a 6 foot deep grave. Or they tried to dig one for you and they fell into it. You know, you left them where they were. Okay, so they're like making up reasons for why you're so happy now since the connection is over, because people want to see you do worse or feel worse after you decide to leave them. Why? For storylines. Someone wants to control the narrative of your life and of your situation. So it could just be lies, rumors going on about this, but let's see. toning down awareness of self to see others, or vice versa. You're very strategic with who you're giving your attention to. And that's why there's so much chatter about you and what's going on in your love life. And whether or not you have a side piece, had a side piece, or whether or not you have moved on to someone who actually is like, people are trying to, I mean, they want to know who this person is, or whoever this person is, star quality with the fox energy. When I say star quality, they're like a spectacle. People want to get closer. They feel like you already are close, like that. But they feel like you're not talking about it. I'm even here, like, you could have a friend, a guy friend, a girlfriend, and they're like, oh, are you in such and such? And you like, huh? Why would you say that? They're like, oh no, I just heard, or I just thought so. I mean, I don't know if you're hush-hush about it or if it doesn't even exist, but that's what I'm getting. Some kind of buzz surrounding your love life. Oh, I heard you was getting back with your ex. Oh, I heard. Is that the truth? Is that the truth, Aquarius? You know what? Aquariuses are naturally elusive. They naturally are. They will be transparent when they feel like it, and it'll hit you randomly. But it's so hard to just find a random Aquarius. They are cool people. But just like Tauruses, it's hard to find them. You would have to be in their circle. You would have to be in the know. You would have to know the places they go, like Cheers or something. Like, you would just have to know. But other than that, you may not find them. Even Scorpios, you know, Scorpios, Taurus, Virgos too, and yeah, Aquarius. I will put all of those. I love those signs too. Maybe for that reason. Because I'm a Leo. We hardly hide anything. I kind of hate that, so I prefer signs that are just naturally elusive. It's not because they're sneaky, but people could see it that way. They just kind of on a need to know basis. Why do you care so much? Why do you need to know? Yeah, fox, you know, an enigma by nature. They shapeshift. Why? Because people are always shapeshifting all around them, wanting to, you know, slipping into this masquerade, putting on this mask, whatever they can do to get closer to you or to engage you in some way. So it's easy for you to kind of slip into another facet of self to get away from that too. So yeah, you could be really good at that. Ace of Swords is in reverse. So somebody is feeling like they want a connection with you, but they're feeling like it's unproductive, or their actions or conversations. Yeah, it looked like the rain is going away a little bit. I see the sun trying to peek out.
Ma, you died?
Yeah, we'll see, because we got to let the rain dry up, okay? Because everything is wet at the park. The slide's going to be wet. Puddles everywhere. We'll see. All right. So it says we tried to go yesterday right before the, oh my God, the wind. He was like, let's go in. Oh my God. The wind was like blowing trees and branches all over the place. It blew us back in the door. Okay. Okay, so yeah, someone could be having communication with you, or they feel like they have a connection with you. They could be contacting you or talking to you, but they feel like it's not going anywhere. So they're trying to figure out, have they missed their opportunity with you? Is this over? They're running out of ideas. They also feel like they said something incorrectly, or something got misconstrued in communication. So they feel like there's some kind of confusion surrounding them, and they don't feel like it's justified. They feel, you know, they just feel like you're confused in how you're seeing them. Someone feels like they lost an opportunity with you, or lost you, and it had nothing to do with their truth. It was based on some kind of confusion or miscommunication. What's the Ace of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Generosity, shared wealth, giving and receiving, prosperity, financial support, and stability. Someone may feel like you're lying about who. Someone wants something from you that could have to do with finances, and you may have told this person no, but at first it was going to be a yes or something like that, so they think there's something going on there. They feel like you could be buying into some kind of lie why you're not doing this or why you don't want to do this. If this is someone that you were supporting, some of this has to do with this hidden lover too, where someone feels that that's where your money is going to. You're putting your money into another connection, or you're putting your money into something that you don't want to talk about. Really, I'm getting, they think it's another, you have a person. That's where your money is going. That's where your time and your energy is going. They feel like this is who you've been talking to and communicating with. They feel like whoever this person is, they haven't given you a reason to be so invested, but you seem totally invested in this individual. So they're starting to wonder, do they have something wrong? You know, are they seeing the situation wrong? Feels like they're not seeing the situation at all. It says toning down. I feel like you're doing the vice versa. You're not toning down yourself to see others. You're toning down others. You're turning the volume down on these other opinions and viewpoints and thoughts about you and what you do. And you're focusing in on you. You're becoming more aware, more self-aware about what you want, what you like, where you want to put your focus and attention, who you want to talk to, and how that, because of how it benefits you. Six of Pentacles also usually has to do with balance and reciprocity. They have the scales in their hand. So, yeah, something that you're giving to or someone that you're talking to, unbeknownst to others, is very fulfilling for you. So that's why you're so invested in it. That's why your heart is there, or your energy is there, or you're investing there, or your money is there, something. There's something good coming out of it. What's going on? What's the tea for my Aquarius? I don't understand when people be wondering why our Aquarius is so elusive. Read up about them. Like, it's not hard to find out. You could ask them, of course, if they'll tell you. They'll probably make up something funny and witty to say to you, because it's like a stupid question. For them, really, it's like a stupid question. Like my son, when he closes his door, and I be like, oh, are you okay? Did I do something? He look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you talking about? We literally live together. I see you every freaking day, all day. If I close my doors, because I just want some alone time. What do you mean? I'm a Taurus, duh. Independent, understand? So that could be here what's going on. It's just someone exerting their independence because they want to. Also, you may have new options, and whoever these people are that aren't doing anything for you, and I'm saying not doing anything for you mentally, emotionally, physically, all the things. Because graveyard means dead. It's as if they don't exist. It's a ghost. It's someone who wants presence in your life, but the presence is not adding value. So why would you fill up your time and your space with that individual when you have opportunity? Now, if you don't have anything else, you don't have anybody else, for some of you, spirit, okay? There's other ghosts. That's a ghost right there that could be filling the time that these ghosts can't have in your life. You may have the Holy Ghost. You understand? Spirit. I'm sorry, Jesus freak. I put you out of here, but really this is probably the reading for you. Because you could be literally filling your life with the love of Christ, the love of God, the love of the universe, the love of your higher self, getting in tune with your ancestry. Okay, your ancestors, passed on loved ones. You may be connecting in that way, in a spiritual way, and those people are adding more value to you energetically, mentally, emotionally, than anybody else could be doing. Because all of that mental, emotional energy and help that's flowing to you, that's how we manifest. So the next thing is that you are inspired to do something that causes something to go right physically. So they're adding value to your life physically too. So yeah, it could literally be toning out or toning down the need for a lot of excessive people. Just, they're called fillers, placeholders. So you may be getting rid of placeholders, or you have found yourself the opportunity to find new placeholders. And some of the people that are coming to mind, or some of the people that are coming into your life, they're worth giving attention to. Why? Because they're new. Seven of Cups, look at this, variety, new. something you haven't already tried before, something that hasn't already been a loss before, someone you haven't been burned by before. And I don't mean that literally, but for some of you, someone who, hasn't lied to you or tricked you or deceived you, someone that, you can just meet with your current new boundaries instead of trying to get people who are used to being able to use you and abuse you and manipulate you, and confuse you. Getting new people who will meet you where your boundaries are currently, so they either going to deal with you now, level up, or let you go, but they have a choice. People who you feel are abundant and ready to pour into you, because with the Six of Pentacles, that's the mood that you're in. Giving and receiving. You want to connect and support and have a reciprocal balanced connection where people pour back into you the way that you're able to pour into them. So that abundance is here as well. Okay, let's see. Get a little bit more for Aquarius, and then we'll move on to Pisces. I feel like I've been talking a long time. Your reading is longer than the last one I just did. All right. Yeah, Three of Wands, definitely. That's it. You're moving on. It doesn't matter to you. Maybe you're moving on to somebody you already knew and were already in contact with. Maybe you're not. Who knows? Someone feels like you lied about it. Someone feels like you did it already. Someone feels like they know what you've been doing and, what's ahead of you. Who cares? The point is that you do move forward and that you do get to what you're headed to. And I feel like you're already there. You don't care. You don't want to know. Maybe you used to, but this is where you are coming into your truth, coming back into your truth. So for you, part of that people pleasing was the lie. You were attracting people who were confused about you and coming up with all these, illusions for you to see through, or even illusions that they would have to work through about you, because they weren't being their truth. They weren't being their authenticity, and you weren't being your authenticity, which is that you really don't give a fuck. Like, you don't care. You know yourself, and you are very independent. You know your mind. You usually are like on the leading edge of things. Like, you have a very open mind, or I just feel like some things that you would do, you usually run in groups that totally would never cross that line or never do that thing. But you may be the one in the whole family, the one in the whole friend group, okay, the one in the whole school that does something that other people don't usually do. That's you. That's your truth. So for you to care so much about what people who you see as, kind of just mundanely doing things, not really truly being inspired from their authenticity, that's where the graveyard energy would come from. For you, that's weird. That's creepy. That's like Thriller. But you actually doing something that's unknown, unseen, or, hasn't been done before, but you have good reason to feel that it's going to bring something good to you, that just feels like the next logical step. Is practical to you. And that's what you're ready to do. Three of Wands. So, yeah, you're toning down the opinions of others, tuning into the opinion of you. And I feel like it's working out to you and bringing you offers or people that are more equivalent to what your heart's true desire is. Finding direction, confidence, expansion, foresight, moving forward to new opportunities, literally. Taking a chance and advancement. That's what I got for you. All right, you guys. Let's move on to Pisces. Thank you, Aquarius, for your energy. I made that worse. I need to clear out my sage. All right, let me just... Ooh. Get some water. Who are we on? Pisces? Why is the energy so tense for Pisces? I'm gonna light my candle. Give me 1 second. I literally do not know what just happened. But as soon as I said, let's do Pisces, I felt like tension in my head, tension in the upper part of my jaw, like right by my ear at the top. Stiff, stuck, stagnant. What is this? Okay, so maybe rooting. Someone's trying to hold on to a past version of you, or someone from your past. Someone from your past could be rooting. Oh yeah, here it is. Snooping. Snooping. Digging for dirt. Accusations. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what? This rain for the last 3 days. Last 3 days. I have not done a whole lot of readings, and the readings that I do are intentional. I wait till I'm in a certain energy frequency, and then I come to the table. Because at the bottom of the scale, it's like people are entertaining hell, and they're hell-bent on staying there. So whatever their worst fear was, whatever their worst interaction was, whatever their worst moment was, or if they're not in their body, whatever your worst moment was, is where they're trying to stay. And they're digging up, they're sitting around, or they're moving, but their feet are on the ground, but their head is way up in the clouds trying to figure out or think about whatever this was. And likely it's some kind of accusation they have against you from something in the past, and they don't have shit to prove it. Okay? Let them lose it. Okay, go crazy is what I gotta say. Just go crazy. Who gives a crap? Like, if y'all would quit all of that, the sun could come back out. So who's digging? Digging for dirt and accusing you of what? I have no tolerance. I'm not about to play with this energy at all, because it can't follow me once I leave this table. Absolutely not. Tense, please. I got a 5-year-old, tense and stiff and headaches. Get the fuck on. Mystic swap. Deep dark waters. Your reflection you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. Okay. So there's something that someone saw in you that they have either went through or experienced before. And this is what they're digging into. Okay. There's something they're worried about. Give us more. Most of it comes from fear. Fear and worry. What's going on? Detective. Snooping, digging for dirt. Someone's looking through someone's phone. Looking through someone's phone or something like that. Reading their text messages. Okay. Maybe they're trying to see if you're cheating. If you're connecting with someone else. I don't know. Let's see. And then they're crying. So maybe they found exactly what the fuck they were looking for. You gotta learn that lesson. Everybody has to learn that lesson at least once in life. You get what you look for. If you feel like it's there that much that you're gonna have to sneak to locate it, it's there. It's there. At least something that will give it to you for you mentally to accept it as a truth. You're gonna find what you're looking for because you already put it out there. And now you're in the position of racking it up, finding it, attracting it. It says working with you, but not because they want to, and going insane with jealousy, can't get in. This could be someone who's going through their own text messages and interactions with you, but they're going insane with jealousy because they can't see anything to like accuse you of. There's nothing that they can put on you. They can't say you did this or you did that. Yeah, left ear ringing. Your left ear could be ringing, Pisces. This is like someone, they're jealous, they're envious, they're cursing you. That's bad talk, bad gossip. Oh, go fuck yourself. Whoever this is. Oh, go fuck yourself. You're fucking yourself. Somebody is literally like taking it up. They're like going through something. But whatever they're going through is self-imposed. Self-imposed. Maybe like a mental imprisonment. They can't get out of their thoughts. They can't get out of their fears. They can't get out of whatever this is. And it's not anything that I feel that you have actually done. This is just your reflection is too much for them to see. It could be a version of you that they embody easily, but they can't handle what they just showed. Okay. Let's get a tarot. People are multifaceted, so however you treat people or however you behave, expect that at some point in time when you are in line for it, someone may treat you the same way. And I act up frequently on my channel, but I don't often act up in real life. So I never really have situations where people treat me that way. Once in a while they get in, and they might be because I popped off at the mouth just like I do here. Just like I do here, in this energy, playfully, entertainment purposes. I pop off in real life sometimes. I cross that line, and for that reason I do attract some chaotic situations sometimes. But that is always a wake-up call for me to adjust my energy, my frequency, what I'm focused on, okay, to do the work. So whoever this is here, they're going through something, but I think they need to do the work. They attracted what they attracted because of who they are. It's always that way. We attract what we attract because of who we are. If you don't like it, adjust it so that it never happens again. That's all there is, point blank period. I don't know who's whining and crying, but it's not helping. They're going insane with jealousy. It's not helping. So whatever they saw as a grievance is now getting worse. Mystic Swamp is like they're walking into a burning lake and just going underwater. They're drowning in it, but they're doing it to themselves. And it's because they think they're going to get under your skin, or they're going to be able to connect with you, or they're going to raise up some tidal wave of emotions for you. Not happening. Not happening. Likely not happening. As a matter of fact, I don't even have your energy on the table yet. I just have what someone else is thinking towards you or going through in relation to you. So likely you never will go through what this person intends for you. Well, that's just making them even more jealous. Yeah, we have Strength coming out here. It's a lot of cards coming out, but we all, okay, let's take them all. Ooh, and the Five of Wands. Pisces, you could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. King of Wands, okay, or a Sagittarius, or this could be two different people or multiple people. Leo, Sagittarius, a karmic one. King of Wands in reverse, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo versus another Leo. Someone is mature, brave, strong, confident, courageous, focused, persuasive, influential, energetic, and someone has overcome an obstacle that they're not going back to. So someone's jealous of the fact that, okay, they don't have a hold over you. This could be the Sagittarius. If you are Pisces with Leo placements, or maybe this is a situation where someone is trying to see if this is something that you're connected to, or you have something to do with this. Like, are you helping this person? Why are they so confident? Why are they so strong? Why are they still shining? Why are they still happy? Why are they still content? Why isn't something working? Why aren't they being affected? Someone's sending you chaos magic. They're trying to cause competition, conflict, arguments, okay? They want to see you as not cooperative, or they're trying to make you look uncooperative. They're trying to cause tension and rivals, and they're trying to get shit started. But it's a big ass no, especially if you're a Leo. Especially if you're a Leo. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Likely because whatever it is that you've been doing is just your authenticity and truth. You're being who you are. What fault can be found in that? It's the best you have to offer. If you're your authenticity, it's the best you have to offer. People can judge it however they want to, but they have no hold over you. You're living and being your absolute truth. That's the light. Nobody fucks with the light. Especially not from some dirty, swampy water. So they filthy feelings. Look, King of Wands in reverse, you're filthy. You're dirty. You're seething. You're full of unhealed issues. This is a mental health problem. Someone has a mental health problem. You're upset because you can't connect, you can't get in, you can't work your bullshit magic, or your witchery or bewitchery, or your fuckery or your sorcery, because your competition won't work, because your confusion doesn't work. because you can't get in and create a rival or oppose somebody? Are you stupid? Somebody must be stupid. Okay, well, the Ace of Swords says you're standing in your power, standing in your truth. This is very similar to Aquarius reading. Someone's just losing their shit because your authenticity, they can't get any hits or licks in on you. And that's likely what a King of Wands in reverse will want to do. I'm going to read him from the book before I go. Before I let you go. It could be a he or a she. King of Wands, this energy. Oh, look. Oh, no, this is the Knight of Wands that I first turned to. But right in the family. Okay, let's see. Yeah, with the Five of Wands, someone could have help. This is like a group of people against one person, or they're bonding off of their mutual hatred and jealousy or disgust of you. You know, what was the card that came out for Aquarius? Your pure heart is worth more than 1,000,000 filthy ones. They can gather all the towns, all the king's horsemen, and all the queen's men. They can gather up as many people as they want to. It means nothing when you are the absolute truth. And with the strength and the Ace of Swords, this is like you being crowned. Whatever you're doing, whoever you're being, it's of sound mind, and it's been justified and backed by the holiest, by the Most High, the one I prayed to before I even did this reading. So yeah, literally nobody gives a fuck about a King of Wands. You know who they're known to be? A tyrant. Let me read it. It says, King of Wands in reverse, ill-dignified. The king's personality traits include intolerance, overbearing, strictness, and unreliability. He will try to impose his views and values on others, believing them to be superior. So that's where they're congregating and trying to get a group up against you because they need backup, because they don't have anything to say except for lies, because you are the truth. And will show little respect for a different viewpoint. So it doesn't even matter if you are speaking 100 truth. If it's not what this person is saying about you, it ain't the truth for them. And they're going to fight against it or rally up to find people who can give their side of the, the picture. It says, let's see what else. The card may also point to an upcoming dispute and serves as a warning to the current to extract themselves from it at the earliest opportunity. So literally, if this is something that you are feeling, and it could manifest for you in the ways that I spoke of in the beginning of the video, and I know this from personal experience, anytime you start to feel stiff or you start to feel like your mind is getting stuck on things that you weren't even thinking about, that's someone else's energy. It's projection. See, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but likely this probably is, but it doesn't have to be. But the energy, they're sending you fire, they're sending you chaos, they're sending you wrath, they're angry, they're trying to project their issues onto you. You're coming out like a knight in shining armor, maybe for nobody else but yourself. You also are being seen as someone who is like literally dominating your enemies. So you're seen as a leader, as a boss. They can't touch you. Whoever this person is, they're seething, they're mad, they have mental health issues, and likely are not healthy or stable. So yeah, I would give attention to yourself. I would make sure that I cleanse my energy properly. Sometimes that doesn't have to be the typical way that we talk about during energy reads. I do use sage, but not all the time. Sometimes you need to exercise. Sometimes you need to go outside. Sometimes you need to go hug a tree. Sometimes you need to put your feet out on the ground, your bare feet. Sometimes you need to run up and down some stairs, go to the gym. Sometimes you need to eat a salad or do some intermittent fasting. There's a lot of different ways, drink your water and cleanse. Sometimes you need to clean your house, clean the clutter, organize. Okay, there's a lot of different ways that you can refocus your attention, your energy, get that energy off of you, or literally grab hold of whatever that energetic chain is that they're trying to attach to you and pull it into you, which means, I don't know if you guys have seen Squid Games, but it was like you could have an opponent that is much better at energetic like bullying than you are. You may know nothing about it, but if you are able to receive that energy and pull back, it was like they pulled back, and in the moment that the other team thought or I don't know what it was. Did they pull back? I think they pulled back, and then they let the other team think that they were pulling them forward, and then they let go, and the other team failed. Something like that. But it's kind of like using the energy for yourself is drawing them into you, and then when you go and pivot or go and do something else, they kind of just fall into the crap that they were trying to pull you into, pretty much like that. So like I said, they're trying to pull you into some mess. Maybe that's what it is. It's just gossip. You have nothing to do with it, and someone wants you to be a part of it. But if they're trying to pull you